Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you guys for dressing nice. I like it. The hat, you didn't get the email, right on. My name is Millard, your host for the evening. My job is to get you guys going, get you guys excited. I'm kind of like the fluffer. You guys watch porn, perfect. This is gonna be fun. I love performing out here in Ontario. I love the diversity. Where's all the Mexicans at? Of course. You guys are everywhere. Except for Mexico. That's the weird shit, you know? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Where's all the Latinas at? Oh my God. I love you. How do you say it? Me gusta. You guys always have the tapatio on deck. I love it. There's one Latina I cannot stand right now. Absolutely hate this Latina. It's that chick Dora. Wow. Pisses me off, I swear. I was watching her reality show the other day with my nephew. And she sits there and she tries to teach you Spanish, which is cool, but she belittles you while she's doing it. So I'm sitting there watching her show, she's trying to teach me Spanish and she's pissing me off. So I look at my nephew, I was like, I'm gonna teach her some Spanish. He's like, what? And I grabbed her remote and turned it off and said, adios, puta. You guys drinking tonight? Yeah. Recession? We don't give a shit. I knew it was a recession one morning when I looked outside and there was a white guy mowing my lawn. Son of a bitch, that's not gonna get done right. Glad you guys came out tonight and left the kids at home. You guys got kids? You like them? They just sit there, why? I wish you could just throw a blanket over them like a bird, you know? Go to sleep. I don't have any kids, I'm the uncle. I like to give the kids back. You know what I mean? Right now I got a 2-year-old nephew, Jaden. This kid, he's 2 years old. Now he poops himself and cries for no reason. Like I'm really starting to not like him, like as a person, you know? And the other day, I was holding him and he poops himself. And I go to give it back to my brother, like, oh, hey, here's your kid. You know, he just shit himself. And the audacity of my brother, and some of you parents, my brother's like, oh, we'll change him. I was like, no, I'm not his parent. And he's like, yeah, but you still know how to change him. I was like, I know how to change the oil in my car. I'm not a goddamn mechanic. Here's your kid, you know? And then the 7-year-old nephew, Ethan, his new thing is everything's boring. If he doesn't want to do it, everything's boring. I was like, hey, Ethan, you gotta go take a shower before dinner. Get ready. He's like, showers are so boring. I looked at him and said, don't worry, kid, in 10 years you won't want to stop playing in there. I'm 28. You know you're getting older when you start going over to your friend's house for a barbecue or a party, and there's kids all around. All your friends are having kids, you know? And then we all have that group of friends, and we all have that one friend that gave birth to that little goddamn terrorist. We all have it. We all have it. The terrorist in my group is this 5-year-old Tyler. I despise this fucking kid. I really do. I despise him. The other day I was over at a friend's house and he came over, he looks at me and he goes, I don't like you. Feelings mutual, kid. Get on your way. I don't know, oh man. It was bad too because the one time, the way it started was he was coloring in a coloring book. So I kind of wanted to think, oh, maybe this is just along with Tyler, you know what I mean? So I wanted to color with him. And I sit down and it was Winnie the Pooh. I haven't colored in a long time, but I figured I still know how. And the picture was looking good. Red shirt outline, red everywhere, looking smooth. Winnie the Pooh was looking good. And and Tyler grabs a green crayon on my page and I have never wanted to hit a child so bad in my life. I swear. I think I was so pissed too because I was doing such a good job. I wanted to give it to my niece Ari because she's a princess, just the sweetest little girl in the world. Her sister's a bitch, but her sister's a niece, but it's her half sister, so it's like a niece by marriage. I don't even count that shit. I really don't. Not at all. She's like 9, 10, 11, I don't know. I stopped counting her birthdays a long time ago. Yeah, but better. And I see these people with kids, and like it used to really piss me off in LA when I would see people with dogs. They treat them like a kid. That's a dog. Why are you treating your dog like a kid? But then I see some people with kids, and I'm like, shit, you should have got a dog. Man. The respect I do give you parents, though, is raising a kid in society nowadays. You know, the music these kids listen to, like Lady Gaga, like that dude sucks at singing. And then you got the little girls that look up to the Kim Kardashians of the world. And like this woman just had a baby with Kanye West. And she was actually in Kanye West's music video recently. After her birth, and she looked good. She looked good. I prefer her home video, but she looked good in this suit. She looked good. And like this woman though, she had a baby with Kanye, but just publicly, she's been with Nick Cannon, Miles Austin's, Ray J, Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, and then she just had a baby with Kanye West. Look, I'm no doctor, but I predict that was a very easy birth. That's all I'm saying. That baby probably walked out of there like, hey! Where's the cameras? Man. A lot of couples up here in front. Nice. How long are you guys been together? 4 years. Good for you. Look, he had no idea. Good for you, sir. She's attractive. You got game. I like it. Good for you. I like my roommate Chris, man. My roommate Chris thinks he's got game, but he's always bringing girls home to look like Precious. Oh, you've seen her. You've seen her. I asked him too, I was like, why are you always bringing home these big girls? My roommate Chris, he always comes up with these dumbass analogies, you know? I was like, come on, Chris, why are you always bringing home these big girls? And he looks at me and he goes, you know, Kevin, if the lion always goes after the fastest zebra, he'd starve. Says that? We were watching an afternoon football game, and I was like, what's up, Chris? You gonna go after the slow zebras or what? And he looks at me and he goes, no hunting till dawn. What's wrong with you? I'm single and it's hard to be single nowadays. It really is. And I just think that guys and girls think differently, you know? I was on a date with this girl. Everything was going great. Not everything was going great, which it was. And next thing you know, she asked me when my birthday was. I was like, oh, April 30th. And she's like, oh, you're a Taurus. I was like, even the stars are cock-blocking me. This is ridiculous. So I was interested. I was like, all right, what do the stars say about me? She's like, oh, well, it says you're funny, you're honest, you're loyal. But when people call you out on your shit, you get pissed. I was like, bitch, you don't know me, you know? Irritating. And that's why I like older women, because you just get straight to it, you know? When I was 22, I hooked up with a 36-year-old. Amazing. Until I met her 18-year-old son that was bigger than me. That's when she got weird. He's like, hey man, you want to play some Xbox? I was like, dude, I'm trying to play their mom's box. Get out of here. I did that 6 years ago though, when hooking up with a MILF was cool. You know, I mean, it's still cool, but the word MILF is a little played out. Like if you're gonna say, you need to be specific. Like if I say I want to hook up with a MILF, I'm not talking about the 22-year-old at the bar that happens to have a kid. Alright? I'm talking about, I want to hook up with a MILF. I want to hook up with a mom. Alright? Like a mom, like a soccer mom, you know? So when we're done having sex, she could be like, oh my god, that was great, here's a Capri Sun.